If you knew morning wood, then you know why I feel blue. Without morning, my morning wood. Oh, well, I love you, yes, I love you, morning wood. Morning wood, morning wood. Oh, how my heart yearns for you. Oh, morning, my morning wood. Oh, well, I love you, yes, I love you, morning wood. Morning wood, morning wood. Pretty, 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 pretty morning wood. Oh, morning, my morning wood. Oh, well, I love you and I need you, morning wood. I love you, morning wood, with a love so rare and
We were having trouble with the stream. Now we got the stream back. I don't know what that's all. We were having trouble with the stream. Now we got the stream back. I don't know what that's all about. But come to you live from the Primetime Radio Studios Mobile Command Center in New Brunswick, New Jersey. Streaming live on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, X Live, Twitch, and now on Instagram Live on the Let's Go Devils Network. As what Wimpy says in the YouTube Live. Breaking news, we still suck. Happy Devil's Monday to you, Tom. Maria. Did music stop for all? Says Tom. I just stopped the music. Now it's back, he says. Yeah, we had a little bit of a snafu. Again, I'm still testing some of this equipment right now because, for our Woo Bus 1 road trip on January 6th, Devils at Isles at the Islanders. Yeah, we're taking a bus trip from Secaucus, New Jersey to Long Island. We got a bus trip. You get a ticket. You get 90 minutes to stuff your face. Open bar before the game. For more information, please email me, sam@letsgodevils.com. Danielle McCartan of WFAN is running the show. No pun intended. On this trip. Maria says, please don't stop the music. If you want, I'll play the music in the background again. I know a lot of people have come up to me and say, hey, Sam, I really like the music. If you want, I'll have it in the background a little bit as I'm doing this podcast, talking about Devils hockey on this rainy Monday morning. The commute was terrible. I saw like a 5-car accident, and I thought I'd get up a little early to get to work so I can avoid all that mess, but I guess people are simply not paying attention on the roads. I don't know why. I just don't know why. People are fubbing on their phones. People are on their phones. People are falling asleep. I don't get it, but sometimes it's an adventure. And I should really have a live stream dash cam in the Woo Jeep 1, because the stuff I see on a daily basis, like I'm talking daily basis, I see some of the most horrific accidents out on these New Jersey roads. And you want to know something that's like really, really stupid? It's usually people from out of state. It's usually not Jersey plates that are the ones getting in the accidents. And Pennsylvanians don't realize that the left lane is a passing lane. True story. Wimpy says he whistles the tune when he goes to work. Apparently. Allegedly. He does that. Well, that's good, Wimpy. It's good to hear that you do that. That you whistle the Morning Woo theme song when you go to work. Selective Voice says it's the same in Florida. Yeah, Florida's pretty wild. Anytime I rent a vehicle, when I visit my parents and I need to rent a vehicle, I make sure I get the best insurance possible, because 5 minutes getting out of the airport, there's already rocks and debris getting kicked up and thrown at your car, especially the windshield. So I'm very careful. Anytime I go down to Florida, I get that insurance where it's like, basically, unless you do it on purpose, they'll cover it. Because I hate getting dinged with fees when I get to return it back to the rental place. Tom says it's New York plates always slow in the left lane on 78 on way to games. That is true, too. New York plates also piss me off. I also think Massachusetts plates piss me off as well. They're called massholes, apparently. Let's see here. Maria says 100% mostly New York plates, I notice. Yeah, I guess they're Ranger fans. Yeah, and the ones that drive Audis, I notice, are probably the most aggressive drivers. What I do, I think I label them as new money people, where, they have some new found money and they got new FU money, so that's why they feel like they got to buy an Audi and just be a complete jerk on the roads. But enough about this, this car talk. But, reading James Nichols' article the other day saying that, during intermission, when the Devils were playing the Capitals, that it was Jack Hughes that kind of, was voicing his opinion in the locker room. And, and the guys are listening to Jack anytime he speaks. And that's a good thing, but that should be happening more often. I think Nico and Jack are the leaders of the team. I would expect them to be voicing their displeasure and holding players accountable, including themselves, because we all know Jack Hughes. He can be Mr. Turnover in the neutral zone. That it's good to have these young kids now become leaders. I mean, Jack Hughes has been in the league 7 years. I think he's, starting 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, counting with fingers, 24 and 2025, seven NHL seasons. He should be a leader. He doesn't need to have the C on the jersey to be a leader. Nico Hischier has that C on his jersey. He's obviously the leader of this team. But the Devils, they really, again, we talked about culture. They need to make sure that they hold themselves accountable. I know a lot of people went to the autograph signing yesterday. It was nice to hear a lot of great stories, and then there are Devils fans that complained about it, that the lines were too long, the Devils did this, I got cut off, blah, 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 blah. I don't even go to these autograph signings, even though I would have a ticket to go to these. The reason why, I don't deal with lines. I hate lines. I've never liked lines. Case in point, when I went to the Pinstripe Bowl game, which Penn State won, they beat Clemson on Saturday, and the lines were long. It was such a disorganized mess at Yankee Stadium. Now, I'll be fair to the Yankees. I don't think they had their full staff on hand, or they didn't have any really anything to do with the event other than to rent out the stadium to do this. But it was disorganized. The lines were so long. It was wrapped around Yankee Stadium to try to get inside the building. And I hate lines. But just when I thought that I had no choice to stay in line, I saw a clear lane. Now, I'm a clear member because I hate lines. And when I go to the airport, I got the TSA pre-check. I got the global entry, but I also got clear. And I was able to get into the Yankee Stadium within 2 minutes versus waiting that long line, which could have been 40 minutes to get in. But I hate lines, and I hate autograph lines. That's why I hate getting autographs, because it's almost disingenuous at times, because you're literally waiting in line and just to get an autograph, and then on you go. I get it. That's how it's done. I kind of like what Sports Minded Unlimited does, where it's almost like a community, and it feels like a community, even though you're waiting in line and getting your picture and all that kind of stuff. But that's more of a feel-good thing, But right now, a lot of companies, they do a lot of promotional appearances where, players are, signing autographs is like pushing paper. I don't like that. The Let's Go Devils podcast, which we should be doing some live events soon. We used to have Graham Marshall, Colin White, Bruce Driver come to our events, and they just hang out. They'll take pictures, they'll sign autographs, but it's not like they're behind a table and everybody's just waiting in line. I've never been a big line fan at all. I like VIP status where I don't have to wait in line, especially, and also that's also why, again, it's a personal choice. I don't like mass transit. I've never gone to a New Jersey Devils game taking a train. I refuse. I just don't like waiting in line. Simple as that. Let's see here. So I got a lot of comments in the YouTube Live. Dubzilla, get ready. Get the boys ready, Sam. Jack and Nico have to lead. Absolutely. And the damn front office needs to get this damn trade done. Let's hope Cody is all good for tomorrow. Couldn't agree with you more. Again, Tom Fitzgerald's got to do something because Kovacevic is coming back. I think they're going to try to kick the can down the road as long as possible. The more time that goes by, the less leverage that Tom Fitzgerald has, especially with all these no movement clauses. So I'm very interested, putting on my captologist cap, no pun intended, to see how Tom Fitzgerald moves these contracts. These rules are with the collective bargaining agreement that the NHL and the NHLPA, what they agreed to, the last collective bargaining agreement they negotiated. Right now these rules are going to stick, and Tom Fitzgerald's going to have to figure out how to put everybody under the cap. And that was my radar detector. If it even picked up on the mic. Anyway. Airborne, Mike Rosenswag, good morning, LGD. Happy Devils Monday to you. Jay Snow, this team's just not, it's time to retool. Winning in the playoffs is hard, says Wimpy. Absolutely, it's hard. That's why the Stanley Cup is the hardest trophy to win, by far. I mean, the amount of effort and grit and determination you have to put in to win 16 games as a team. Tom says this team is just mentally weak. I think they're just more immature than mentally weak. But you can make that argument. Dubzilla says, Sam, keep the inside thumb up. Okay, Tom. Okay, Dubzilla. Let's see here. Wimpy says the core is 2016, 2017 Penguins model, like Sam said, but without Crosby level stardom and leadership, so it's crappy, less effective version. I mean, this is like the Pittsburgh Penguins replica what the Devils are right now. And I'm not liking it. I never liked changing the identity of this franchise. I loved it the old way. I loved it the way Lou did things. Yeah, it wasn't perfect. Yeah, it was quite annoying. But it was unique. It was special. And it won championships. And when the new ownership group came in, now they're not really new anymore. They're 10 years plus. They wanted to change everything. It's kind of like you and your buddy Joshua Harris and his buddy David Blitzer. It's like buying a bar. You know, this dive bar that they bought called the New Jersey Devils. You know, when you buy a dive bar, you're like, all right, well, what do we do with this? Well, you know, we can get some new. Let's spruce this up and make this a nightclub instead, because that's the thing to do. It changes the whole dynamic of that dive bar that was profitable and worked for everybody, and everybody's happy, and you turn it into a nightclub. Just because, you know, you bought something that you really didn't know how to run. That's what it feels like, if you even get that analogy. And right now, the Devils are really a replica of the Pittsburgh Penguins model. It works in Pittsburgh, but I don't think it works in New Jersey at all. You know, I just got a call. That probably means I should have to go. Boss calling, and I just ignored it. But, well, you know what I could do? I could play the Morning Woo theme right now, and the Arena Bar. The Arena Bar, Wimpy. That's right, the Arena Bar. That's exactly what happened to the Arena Bar. It was the best freaking bar when the Devils first came to the Prudential Center in Newark, you know, where it is today. The first 2 years, the Arena Bar was fantastic. Then they turned it into a nightclub. And then they tried to bring a new audience, and it was never the same. It was just never the same. And that's exactly what, for being Devils fans and joining the Morning Woo on this beautiful December 29th, 2025. So I salute you, the fans, with the Morning Woo sip. The ceremonial sip. Anyway, getting out of here. Sorry, folks, I got to cut it short because I think they need me right now. You see what I do for the fan base? Playing a little hooky, I'm probably going to get in trouble. Oh, my goodness. All right. Hitting the Morning Woo song right now. I hope you enjoy your morning. We'll talk more, I promise. I got a lot of comments. Selected Boy says, the Florida Panthers tried using the Pittsburgh Penguins model for a few years. They became a joke until they became themselves. Couldn't agree with you more. Lupus Nadiz says, we need to convince the ownership that winning champ Maria, Jim Norton, let's go Devils. But yeah, we'll talk more. Till next time, this is the Morning Woo. Let's go Devils.